Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei Was in the World of Solo Leveling Part 2. Before we start, please go support AndresFelipeSolanoDi for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. This is the translated version I made. There will be some wrong he or she calling here because it's translated, so let me clear this. Issei is a male in this story. Chapter 7. Meeting of Destiny. Rias. My name is Rias, are you okay? Issei. Ah yes, forgive me, I was a little stunned by the blow. Gets up, I'm sorry for hitting you. Rias. Please don't apologize, I was also careless, usually these things don't happen to me. Issei. Yes I know, but I'm the one who runs because of my exercise routine, I can't go without paying attention. Rias. Wow, you really apologize a lot for something simple like bumping into someone. Issei. They taught me to be respectful and take responsibility for my mistakes. Rias. Well, now that you're here, can I ask you about a particular address? Issei. Address. Maybe you got lost. Rias. No, it's not that, it's just that the small city of Kuo has been growing for a long time, and since it is now the huge city of Kuo, they have added certain new places. One in particular I'm looking for is called Indi National Institute of School Events. Issei. Hey, that place. Rias. You know him. Issei. Of course, since the World Hunter organization was formed and since the supernatural came out into the world, many things in everyday life changed. School was one of those. They divided the schools into two types, the normal one where you go, study, take your exams and graduate, nothing out of the ordinary, in other words made for normal humans. The specialized where you go and what you do there ranges from training, mastering your skill or magic among other things, basically made for awakened humans and supernatural beings. Being a school, they also teach you the basics of a normal one. However, regarding inter-school events or school-to-school competitions, they were prohibited from participating in inter-school events. The reason, well, try playing soccer or fencing with someone who has superhuman abilities or magic and you'll see how you'll become mincemeat. As a solution to this, the Indi National Institute of School Events was created. They are in charge of competitions between specialized schools. The number of schools of this type is large, so only one per country attends, and those who attend represent their country. Think of the Olympics, but more blood and something truly entertaining for all fight-loving audiences. Rias. Could you take me? Issei. Sure, follow me. Starts walking. But the events they organize are the most striking, everyone watches them to recruit kids who don't have a union or family. They show their power and fight with everything, so the world watches them and they gain fame. Rias. I notice you're nervous, something's going on. Issei. To tell the truth, yes, because of the place you told me about. Indi. Rias. I see, you must be wondering if I am from a specialized school. Issei. That question is not necessary, I can see your uniform is from Kuo Academy. Rias. Hey, I came out with my uniform, sorry I hadn't noticed how he was in a hurry. Issei. I honestly don't care that you're from a specialized school, after all I don't think you're like the others. Rias. There is a reputation that we are all spoiled rich kids and that our lives are easy. Clenches fists. Issei. You are certainly right to enter a school like that, money is something fundamental, and everyone who is there must pay or find another way to enter, such as scholarships. Everyone thinks that they are just spoiled rich kids and who do not have money or any influence, basically his life is simpler compared to the rest. Rias. Her face darkens. Issei. But stops. I know that life is not easy for anyone, we all have problems whether we are rich or poor. Rias. Hey looks at him surprised. Issei. Besides, you have the face to fight and earn things with your own efforts. I smile. Rias. Blushes. Ku ha ha ha. Issei. What happened, did I say something strange? Sorry. Rias. It's not just that, it's curious that a boy like you who I just met says things like that to someone he also just met. Maybe you want to conquer me? Issei. No, my intention is not that. Rias. I was joking. Smile. Thank you for cheering me up, honestly today I had a lot of things to think about. Issei. My mother told me to always be good and help others, so I'm not happy to help at all. At that moment, a huge building was seen in the distance as the dazzling sun showed itself. Issei. Looks like that's where it is. Rias. Thank you for showing me, I don't know how to repay your kindness. Issei. Hey, it's normal to help those who need it, right? Rias. No, my pride doesn't let me ignore that help. I know I will invite you to a luxurious dinner tomorrow. Leave me your cell phone number. Issei. Wait, I already told you it's not necessary. Rias. Looks at him with dark eyes. Issei. Okay, gives him his number. Rias. Issei, is that your name? Issei. That's right, sorry I forgot to introduce myself after you did, I always forget things like that because I'm in a hurry. Rias. I don't understand, I introduced myself and asked you for directions. I should have asked your name first. Issei. By the way, can I ask you something? Rias. Hey, of course. Issei. If you go to Indi it means registering your academy as a representative. Rias. That's right. Issei. But the competitions are not yet, they have yet to start. Rias. I am only going to record the data of the current participants, since there are still some members to confirm whether they participate or not, so I can continue recruiting in case they cancel. Issei. I see, it's certainly better to do things in advance, good luck, see you tomorrow. Leaves. Rias. Goodbye. By the way, he said his name is Issei. I feel like I already heard it somewhere. Millimeters. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now, anyway, I have to go in to register. Issei. That girl is really interesting. She said her name was Rias. Where did I hear that name? It sounds familiar. Forget it, I'll go home and rest. Elsewhere. Asara. Sai's training is exhausting. We haven't been able to see or contact our brother. Aika. Don't complain, we need to become strong and help Rias, she has a complex situation. Reading. Akeno. Ara, you two are trying very hard. Asara. Rias helped us with our brother on the day of the incident by sending her staff, it is the least we can do for her. Aika. If she stayed with us that day to calm us down, I smile. She is a good person or demon in her case. Asara. By the way, where did she go? Akeno. She came out angry because of some news she received. She would clean the ashes from a leaf. Asara. I know. What if we find a partner for Rias? Akeno. Ara, how daring. Asara. Aika. Sai, you don't think before acting, right? Even if we did, I'm not sure we'd find the guy for her. Akeno. Rias thinks that men are all the same, excluding those in her family of course. I honestly can't imagine which guy would attract her attention, they shouldn't waste their time with those things. Smiles. The next day. Issei. Now that I think about it, things have become easy with the system. I still have questions, but it's not like they will be answered. For now I will enjoy this dinner. And thank you. Bye, I completed the daily quest. I don't want to be sent to a desert again. Rias. Issei. Issei. Opens his eyes wide. He blushes. Rias. Do I look strange? Issei. No, you look beautiful. Rias. Although I dressed in normal clothes for the type of restaurant it is. Issei. Don't worry, I don't think you look bad. Rias. Thanks for the compliment. Smiles. Issei. Well, I think we should go. Rias. Grabs his arm. Come on. Issei. Yes. When you arrived at the restaurant you could see chandeliers, butlers and people wearing great elegant clothes. Issei. So this is an elegant restaurant. Takes a seat. Well, with the payment that Eugene made, now I'm rich, so I should get used to it and investigate things like this. Rias. Tell me, Issei, are you nervous? Issei. Well, who wouldn't be, you should note that for me this is unknown territory. Rias. I assumed it. Issei. Although it's annoying, I'm surprised that everyone looks at us with surprise. Turn to the sides. I thought they would look at us with annoyance because of our clothes. Why is that? Rias. You act calm and ignore them. Issei. Okay. Waiter. Nervous. Here is the best wine in the house. We immediately take the order from him and bring the best appetizers. Issei. Millimeters. This waiter is looking at Rias and is very nervous. Maybe it's her first day and he's afraid of making a mistake with a woman when serving her. Yes, I would be very nervous. Relax, take your time. Rias. Smiles. You're right, you shouldn't neglect the other customers. Wine. Baby. Waiter. Scared to order. Issei. Baby wine. 3 hours later. Issei. Thank you for inviting me, it was fun to go to a luxury place, the food was very good, although I'm more of a fast food fan. Rias. Maybe next time you'll invite me to eat. Issei. It's a promise, although I hope the waiter is calmer than the one here. The whole time he was nervous. It's as if he had seen the devil. 4 hours later. Akeno. Ara Rias, I notice you're very happy, can I get your spirits back? Rias. You could say that I had a fun encounter with someone. Akeno. Well, for you to make that smile, that person had to be someone very special. Smiled. You look dazzling today. Rias. Smiling. You think. Elsewhere. Issei. It looks like this holds a key. Item. Demon Castle key. Item. S-class. Type. Key. The key with which you can enter the demonic castle dungeon. Issei. I got it the time I collided with Rias for doing the daily quest too much. I completed a hidden quest thanks to that, and I got that key. It means that they give you items like these when you do it too much. I don't think it's the case, but more important, I have Hearthstone in case it becomes dangerous. If the item is S rank, then that means it is an S rank dungeon. Of course, nothing ensures that the operation is that it could be easier anyway. Now I will have to clear dungeons with Eugene. I have to get stronger and level up more. If I give up, I won't be able to get stronger. I have to go further. For that I must know my current strength. I can't waste my life in a place like this, plus I owe Rias a meal, I promised her. Guardian of Hell Cerberus. United States Manhattan. Ha! The boy swung a silver sword while a green light surrounded him. A person approached, but the boy's face could not be seen due to the darkness of the night. Practicing for international school competitions. What are you doing here? Cacabiel. Nothing, I just wanted to see the leader who will lead the United States school. DCH because come see me, you know that I don't like you, and much less I will cooperate with you. Cacabiel. I know, I just had business here and I stopped by to see you. Tell me the reason why you train is because you lost against White last year. Annoyed. I don't know what you're planning, but I already told you that if you do anything suspicious I'll fight you. Betrayal. I know, but don't worry, I won't do anything, I don't want to face you yet. So the answer to my previous question. To answer your question, if it is because I lost against White last year, he is strong, worthy of being called a descendant and bearer of Lucifer blood. Betrayal. Something tells me that this year the school competitions will bring surprises, right? Maybe it is, but be careful, I will be watching you when you move into action, it must not be for anything good. Betrayal. Thanks for the advice. And take care of yourself. Isseihyoudou. Bull base. Chapter 8. Leveling up. The scene shown was Issei fighting head to head against the Cerberus boss. Issei. I need to check it out for myself and get stronger. The key I want allows me to enter the demonic castle, but its rarity is S rank. The keys indicate the difficulty of a dungeon, so my life chance is reduced. The best option is to level up as much as you can and enter them when you have the chance in the future. After rank B the difficulty rises explosively. Fortunately it has only happened a few times, and it is very rare. One of them is on the island, Yakushima. After an S rank portal is broken it becomes a wasteland where humans cannot live. Even if S rank hunters create a group, it is not certain whether they will succeed. Because of this at my current level I had to refrain from entering an S rank dungeon. I can't compare the danger of S rank monsters with anything. Hardness that cannot be penetrated, force that cannot be measured with anything. Although I was wondering if my attacks would work on these monsters on another level, it was just curiosity. Issei. Hits him. Wolf killer title. Increased effect. The sprint skill was activated. Movement increase 30%. Mana consumed 1% every minute. Issei. We go faster, stronger and more deadly. Attention. Bloodlust skill activated. Enemy resistance is too high. Effect cancelled. Issei. With my current abilities I still can't activate the effects. There is no doubt it is an S rank dungeon. Hell Guardian Cerberus is using the skill Ira. Iran will last for the next 3 minutes. Cerberus stats increase double. Issei. Appears on the first head and stabs him. The system tells me the distance between me and my enemies. Alarm. The Cerberus does not feel pain from your attack. Cerberus. Bites him. Issei. Bleeding shit. HP 1089. HP 670. HP 480. Alarm. Your health has been reduced to 30%. The Perseverance skill is activated. The damage will be reduced by 50%. Issei. Even now it helps me. I can do it. This is different from a normal awakening. If I am an avatar of the system, all I have to do is exceed people's expectations. In other words, devour the system. Issei. Reward 1 number. Cure condition accepted. Cerberus. Roars. Issei. Holds his fangs. Let's continue. Stabs him in the eye. Cerberus. Roars in pain. Issei. I lack power, I must cut it. Cerberus. Screaming in pain. Issei. Come on, I need a boost. Hiya. At that moment a sound is heard. I will give you that boost. Boost 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 booster. Issei. Hey. 2 minutes later. Alarm. You have finished off the Guardian of Hell Cerberus. You level up. You level up. You level up. You level up. Issei. Thanks to you, damn dog. I know what my level is. I'm going to die if I open the castle doors now. I'll come back when I'm stronger. Plus I have things to take care of now. Item. Guard's necklace. Item class. A. Type. Necklace. Agility 20+. Sense 20+. Hassle key item. Item class. A. Type. Key. The key that allows you to open the doors of the demonic castle is obtained by killing the Guardian. Cerberus Fang item. Item class. None. Type. Material. Elsewhere. There were 2 men making a deal. Please hunter 10 million. I will give you 10 million, but kill those people. Another 10 million you can afford. I have no problems with that, but there will be more hunters. The cost increases also for me. It is more fun to kill people than monsters. With Issei. Millimeters. They called me to a meeting with the others. However, in that meeting everyone from the incident is present, and there are going to be people who committed a crime rehabilitated, and all this seems strange to me. Hey, you're there, isn't it? I didn't defeat by my account a Guardian. Cerberus is not like that. It took me a long time to wake up. If you weren't a hunter, and you had trained, it would have taken me much longer. Issei. You know what a hunter is. Of course I know, look in your mind. Issei. Wait, you atoned for my memories. That's how it is. Issei. Who or what are you basically? I am the Red Emperor Dragon, one of the duo of celestial dragons. Issei. Fence. Don't you look surprised? Issei. A world of demons and various creatures. The system surprises me more than this. Haha, who would have thought that you would be so calm? Others would consider it a problem. Issei. I'm not a coward to run away from them. My soul resides in your soul and manifests in the Longinus class sacred gear your arm, so as not to complicate things. Issei. Surprised, I expected you to be a sacred gear, but not Longinus class. 13 Longinus exist, there cannot be 2 of them in the same time and space. They are coveted by everyone. Do you understand the situation now? When I see your memories I know about the system, and I also notice the blue screen. Honestly, if you can become as strong as you are now, I don't think it won't come with some price or trap later. Issei. I know better than anyone. Being with you I am like another limb of your body, so it is not strange that I can also see the screen now. Well, I suppose you want to clarify everything about me. Issei. If it's possible, I know you were talking to me before when I was about to die and other times, but I couldn't hear your voice yet. Exactly, I contacted you even though I never managed to tell you my name. Issei. True, however, if we are going to be together it is better to introduce ourselves properly. My name is Isseihyoudou Issei. Greg. My name is Dreg, nice to meet you Issei, or rather partner. From now on you are the new security. Elsewhere, Rias. Meeting with the old group of hunters from the incident. Asia. That's right, I would like to ask permission. Rias. Asia, you are someone very important to my family, so I will not deny you this opportunity to overcome your past fears. I don't see the problem with going, however, I'm sure you want to go alone. So, elsewhere, Mr. Song. Because an S rank wants to learn sword skills with me. Our does not compensate for technique. Mr. Song. Okay, I feel honored. The next day, Greg told me important information about war. The truth is, and I have been talking to him to get to know each other better, without mentioning important information about both the system and what is not. The system does not detect the sacred gear, which is useful for the future. It treats Dreg as another limb of my body. Not even when I activate the arm the activation message appears. I won a hidden card and I will use it well in the future. But today I came to meet up with old friends. Mr. Song. I'm shocked, it's not possible. Issei. Stops, maybe he's grown a little more, but I'm still the same. Mr. Song. It's really you, but your leg and arm. Issei. I'm not sure what happened. When I regained my senses I was fine. Mr. Song. Laughs. It's not good that a man like you was handicapped, it's a relief. Issei. It's still the same. Hey, that's Kim Sang. That day he left us and ran away. Honestly. I don't blame him, fear makes us do things we wouldn't believe. Kim Sang. Looks away. Asia. Issei. Hey, that voice turns around. Asia. With tears. You are alive. Crying. Issei. Wait, gets closer. Don't cry, calm down. Asia. Hugs him. Really, it's a miracle. Issei. You can call it that if you like. Corresponds. It was a while. Mr. Song. Come on, remember that the troublesome thing is coming. The truck with rehabilitated people would arrive. Issei. No, let's forget about it. Yes. The man in a suit would get off, followed by the prisoners. Bante. Well, let's go. Issei. We were informed in advance what this mission was. The reason for accepting it was to see my old companions again, more than anything in Asia. We were also informed that the prisoners are rank C and Gante rank B, but something is I know wrong. Mr. Song. Maybe this is probably the destiny of the dungeon. Elsewhere, South Korea, Seoul. Oh, who knew I would find you here? That young man with black hair and an apparently school uniform did not show any expression. What are you doing here? As cold as ever. I heard you represented the school in the competition this year. Yes, but that doesn't answer my question. What are you doing here in Korea? Norse god Odin. You know this old man, he is always doing business here, and there he was just coming to see you. I heard that your sister will participate with you. You are not worried? Not really. Odin. You should show more emotion since you are young, but it is not your fault, or it does not matter. Last year Japan won thanks to White. It was an opponent for which they were not prepared, but you have prepared yourself. No. The only threat this year in my path is nothing more than White. Odin. One can always get surprises, don't you believe it? Tetsuya Shiba. Chapter 9. PK. At this moment the hunters who entered the portal with Issei were fighting monsters. Mr. Song. A swordsman has such a weak swing. Kim. HMPH. It seems that you like to act as a leader. Mr. Song. It seems like everyone else has improved. Issei. Really? Asia. I haven't cured you even once. Mr. Song. Outside of that, his aura has changed. He had an atmosphere of desperation, and now he is very calm. Bante. There are 3 tunnels ahead. Issei. Let's go through the one on the left. Asia looks at her. So. Bante. Okay, I'll go with the prisoners on the one on the right. Asia. Issei, let's go. Issei. Yes, that guy has intense hostility, others may not feel it, but I do. I will have to be ready to kill him. 2 hours later. Kim. Let's go for a. Bante. The performance is over. Takes out his sword. Finally smile. With Issei. Hey. Issei. I would hear the scream. Asia. What was that? Issei. Come on. Starts running. Asia. Running? What do you think it was? Hey. At that moment Gante would jump out of the shadows aiming at Asia's eyes, but Issei would stop him. Issei. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Asia. Hey. Bante. Retreats back. You have very sharp reflexes. Mr. Song. What's going on here? Asia. MR Song. Issei. He's a murderer. Bante. I will kill you all today angry. Issei. Mr. Kim. Asia. It's there. Issei. Asia go and cure him. Yes, I will take care of him. Asia. But, Issei. We don't have time. Go. Asia. Yes, she comes to cure him. Kim. It's no use. Issei. Hey. Kim. I lost a lot of blood. Cough cough. Asia. No, I really can't. I've improved. Issei. You have a family, you must live. Frustrated. Kim. You know I wanted to apologize to you for abandoning you that day, but not like that when we left the dungeon and he bought you a drink, although it seems I have no choice. Haha, it's a curious escape from death in the dungeon. And now I will die in a. Issei. I'm sorry. But those words spoken, his eyes would lose their shine, his breath would vanish, and he would fall dead on the cold floor. Issei. What did you do to Mr. Kim? Bante. What are you talking about? It was the monsters. Once a portal opens you never know what happens inside. Smiles. This will be the story. There were many goblins, they killed them all, and the criminals escaped, and I had to kill them. That's what would happen, and since I am the strongest I survived. That is the story you will hear. Mr. Song. Asia give me support. Pounces. Asia. Gives you strengthening. Mr. Song please. Bante. Smiles. You are a magician, handling a sword is not useless. Mr. Song. Now that I don't have my other arm I have to adapt. Bante. You are useless. Let me show you how pathetic and useless you are. How a flash would be cut from multiple directions. Mr. Song. Falls to the ground. Bante. I am stronger and a hunter like you cannot follow my movements. Approaches. Mr. Song. Hey, I would activate his magic. Bante. Dodges a magician pretending to be a swordsman. Pathetic, you can't beat me. I still let my guard down so you could cast your magic. You were a cunning fox. Raises his sword, but it's time to end this. Issei. Blocks his attack. I've seen enough. Asia. Shocked. Bante. You again. His hand shakes. Who are you? What is your rank? Issei. Highschooldxd Issei ranky. Mr. Song. Issei, when are you? Bante. E rank is not possible. Looking at your movements, you are not normal, maybe assassin class, not that either. False rank or no, there is no way it is one, because they don't let you live after seeing their power in action. You are an awakened. Issei. Looks at him seriously. Asia. Shocked. Issei woke up. Mr. Song. What? Bante. From your reaction I can see what is true. Let your superior teach you a lesson. Issei. Why are you doing this? Bante. A client offered me money. The father wanted to kill a prisoner who traumatized his daughter. The mother also ended up in the hospital because of him. I only helped a father in trouble. However, for these things you cannot leave witnesses, but I will make an exception if you promise not to talk. Issei. It sounds tempting. Anyone would accept it. Bante. See then. Issei. But anyone would be trash and I'm not. You killed Mr. Kim, he had a wife and children. I'm going to kill you, and your expression on your face is angry. I don't think letting us go will work. Gets closer. Bante. Then let's go. Shock, shock, bang, shock, bang. The two moved at superhuman speed, seeing only the lights of their collisions. Mr. Song. They are fast at speed. How are they able to move like that? Bante. We are even. Throws a blade at Asia. Issei. Be careful. Asia. Scared. Mr. Song. Blocks her. Bante. Hits the attack. Issei. Bante. Fence, you are tough but in the end you will die. I must end this quickly. Issei. Again the system helps me but there was no need, I was going to kill him anyway. Emergency quest activated. There are players who have murderous intent near you. Get rid of them and ensure your safety. If this quest is not completed your heart will stop. Number of players to kill 1. Number of players killed 0. Issei. I'm coming for you. Bante. I have the advantage. That's what he thinks. Angry. Issei. Pounces. Shock. Bante. A class specialized in daggers and agility. I'm not your best counter. Issei. Yes, I am certainly learning a lot from you. Sprint skill activated. Bante. He became faster. Issei. Cuts him. Bante. Hey. Paralyze effect was activated. Bleed effect activated. Your life will now drop 1% every second. Bante. Your weapon is interesting. Noise. The enemy's resistance is high. The effect was cancelled. Issei. It seems that he is very strong. Bante. Disappears. Issei. I surprised. Where is it? Blocks it. Bante. You were able to block that even using my ability. Interesting. This is the camouflage ability. Only a handful of assassins obtain it. No one knows that I possess this ability. The reason is simple. No one survives. Issei. Hey. Bante. Cuts him. Issei. Falls to the ground on his knees. Bante. Cut your tendons. You won't be able to win now. Turns around. I'll take care of them first. Asia. Scared. No. Mr. Song. Issei is the only one who could fight him now. We are without him. Issei. Hey, you talk too much. Stats recovery. Mr. Song. Shocked as possible. Asia. Shocked. Hey. Bante. Shocked. He healed himself. An offensive class hunter that casts healing spells. Even exists a trick, or maybe he lied. How many times he used his speed. I can't tell. This guy is dangerous. Issei. Again one of my emotions died, even anger is a waste on a bastard like you. Ante. Shut up. Issei. Attacks him. Ante. Dodges. I see, you don't hesitate to aim at my neck. Stops. You haven't killed before, haven't you? Mr. Song. I knew something about him was different. Ante. Awakening is a power for hunters that changes society. The law of the fittest turns serious. Now I'm going to unleash all my power. Shock. Shock. Issei was deflecting the attacks with ease. Ante. I already know how he blocks it when he activated my camouflage and attacked me, revealing my murderous intent for a fraction of a second. He waits for that moment. Issei. You lost. Filling intent skill was activated. Ante. He. At that moment the ground before his feet would turn into water and the landscape would turn dark. Ante. What is this? The darkness that covers my eyes. Issei. Stabs him. Ante. What are you? Falls to the ground. Who fights with monsters? You must be careful not to become one yourself. And if you stare into the abyss stares back at you. Ante. I lost because I was weak. It's natural. Issei. Millimeters. Ante. Tell me, what are you? A hunter with your healing skills and also that speed. Issei. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. Ante. Spits blood. Millimeters. Your useless mouth doesn't say anything useful, haha, but now that you've killed me, you won't be able to hide your abilities anymore. Issei. Let's say that I am a hunter who gets stronger with each fight. Tell me, how strong can I get? Ante. Your shadow is connected to the darkness. You are going to become as strong as the darkness of your shadow. After those words the last breath of life would leave his lips and he would become part of the dead. Emergency quest completed. Rewards. 5 stat points. Asia. Issei-san. Mr. Song. Thank you, who would have thought you were this strong? Issei. It's not over, we need to close the dungeon. Mr. Song. Don't tell me what you will fight the boss alone. Issei. Yes, leaves. Mr. Song. I saw his strength, I won't try to stop him. Issei. Walking. Alarm. You have received rune. The skill is obtained by breaking it. Issei. I got this after killing him. Grabs the body of a prisoner. I know you're alive. Prisoner. Scared. Issei. You killed a lot of people and made them suffer. You are worse than Gante, that's why you will suffer. Prisoner. Screams. After that I took care of the boss, Asia, and Mr. Song notified the employee and she contacted the superiors and the elite quickly arrived on the scene. Jewel. How long has it been? Employee. 40 minutes. Jewel. If he left the corpses behind he had something to hide, that's why he closed the dungeon. Gante made a murder contract, this is really a problematic situation. See you again. Issei. Issei. I have Inspector, I killed a B rank, but I can tell by looking at him this person is strong. He is an A rank, he is in a different league. I can't beat him as I am currently. I will cooperate with whatever. Jewel. My question right now is only one, who killed the hunter Gante? Issei. It seems that I will have to cancel my contract with you, Jin. I didn't want this situation, but Mr. Song. I did it. Jewel. Millimeters. How a C rank can defeat even a B rank? Mr. Song. You don't know who is behind me, she is a member of the Gremory family. Asia. Looks at him. Jewel. Member of the Gremory. Should I have to be careful messing with them? It's not easy, I will need more explanations on the subject. Gante was B rank, even the division couldn't control him. He could perhaps defeat even B rank, who is a skilled combat assassin. Please come with me, I will need to fill out reports. Issei. Approaches Mr. Song. Why did she lie? Mr. Song. You saved us. It's the least I can do for you. I assume you have your reasons for keeping your abilities hidden. Maybe I can't return the favor now, so this is the only thing I can do. But the suspicions about you won't go away. Be careful at all. Issei. Thank you, Mr. Song. Take care. Leaves. Jewel. I honestly don't think an E rank can kill a B rank, so it's unnecessary to suspect a double awakening again, but let me tell you something. After all, if you can't take care of your life it will end soon. Issei. What do you mean? Jewel. In the extermination of the Huangdong assault team, the only survivors were you and a D rank, but that's the problem. His brother Huangdong Su will possibly take revenge. Issei. Surprised S rank hunter Huangdong Su. Jewel. That's right, and all because you came out alive. He is an S rank, the law has his hands tied. They are living miracles and calamities. You better be careful of him, because you are going to be hunted by someone that even monsters fear. If it is possible to leave the country with your loved ones, it is not a bad idea. 3 hours later the CEO did his job. He justified our actions and now we can leave. Asia. Issei sent shows him the core. We can talk. Issei. Sure. Smiles. Elsewhere. China, Beijing. An old monkey was smoking his pipe while he gave instructions. Sun Wukong. This year's school competition I have a feeling will be interesting. It's incredible that they asked me to coach them personally. I feel honored. Sun Wukong. Raise your shoulders more, refine your energy and condense it. Yes, sensei. Sun Wukong. Last year the competitors were many and many stood out, but almost no attention could be paid to the competition. Due to the emergency of portals this year everyone will see it, and everyone will see the power of young people. Keep in mind that when the world looks at you, you must return its look. Yeah, Sun Wukong. White is strong. He asked me how strong he will be this year. He works hard like you, so don't insult his effort when the other does. Whether you win or lose is not reduced to talent, only effort and determination. I know sensei, please strengthen me until the day of the competition. Sun Wukong. I think I'll call you long, it's time to start training more seriously. Something tells me that the dragons will stand out this year, so get ready. Ikki Kuragain. Ikki? Yes. Chapter 10. Planning. Asia. Issei-san, you have changed a lot since we met. Issei. I know, believe me, I'm surprised too. Asia. Issei-san, do you remember that day, the day you and I saw each other for the first time? Issei. How can I not remember? I was in a hurry to a portal that had opened and I bumped into you. I remember that I fell into your. Asia. Blushes to the extreme. Issei. Cough cough, in the end I'm glad I bumped into each other that day, otherwise maybe we wouldn't be talking. Asia. Yes, you stopped even though you were late and showed me the way to the Hunters Association. Issei. I had to do it, I shouldn't deny anyone help. Asia. When I finished I wanted to see how you did with the portal, so I asked the association for information about you. Issei. I wondered how you knew about me that day. Asia. Yes, Miles, I saw you so beaten that it seems as if you had come out of an S portal. When I was only rank E I ran to help you, and I haven't regretted it since. Every time you made a raid I went with you. Issei. If it weren't for you, maybe how many times I would have been dead. Smiles. Asia. Issei-san, now that you are strong you open my eyes. Unlike you, I have not completely overcome that helplessness that I feel when fighting. That tragedy still disturbs me. I have not been able to completely overcome it, but you. Issei. Looks at her carefully. Asia. You keep going despite that incident, you are very strong. Issei. No, I'm weak, very weak. Asia. Hey. Issei. That incident opened my eyes, but not to forget and move forward, but as a goal, I want to be strong enough so that those monsters that we faced that time I can defeat them. That's why I keep going. I will reach them, I will surpass them, and if there is someone stronger after that I will become stronger. That way I will protect what I love. Asia. Smiles, you have matured, you look more masculine saying cool things like that. Issei. Gets embarrassed, I'm sorry. Asia. Takes out the cord. Do you remember this? Issei. Shock, that's it. Asia. I have to tell you something, I'm not human anymore. Issei. Opens eyes wide, that means that. Asia. To advance and become strong, I reincarnated as a demon. I am part of the nobility of a high-class demon. Issei. Surprised. Demons are categorized into lower, middle, upper and supreme classes. The low ones are those who start as a pawn, knight, etc. The subordinate of a family, to be exact. They do not have great influence or authority, they are slaves, although treating them well or badly depends on their masters. The average are demons who gain recognition and influence in the demonic world, are older than those of the lower class, and are not treated as slaves or are seen as inferior. High royalty are those who are born as leaders of a clan or those reincarnated demons who ascend due to their achievements. We are no longer talking about influence, but about land. They can acquire land, and not only that. His own family to govern. His authority is so high that many kneel, however superior to this there are only few. Supreme class, we no longer talk about demons, we talk about monsters of monsters capable of destroying cities, are almost the equivalent of an S portal incarnate. Of these demons, those who reach this rank are named, feared and respected. To be exact, the Lucifer, Mass, the Demon Kings, those with the power to terrorize the world. The only limitation of them is their movements. They may be powerful, but they cannot go on their own and clear a portal because their movements. They represent impacts to the world, that is, the king has power, but he cannot make a careless move or a war will start. Asia. Looks like I surprised you. Issei. Yes, although your talent is incredibly high, I am not surprised that they recruited you a hunter skill and sacred gear. You are honestly very valuable, there are few like you. Asia. Come on, it's not that big of a deal, I'm still not as strong as I want. Issei. The fact that you are now a demon doesn't change anything, you are my friend, race doesn't matter. Asia. I knew you would answer that and it makes me very happy. Issei. It's been many years since the supernatural became public, day by day, we live together. I don't see any difference from demons or other races of humans. Asia. Issei, thank you for today, you saved us. Issei. You saved me more times in the past, I'm still in your debt. Asia. I still want to thank you, I promised to keep the portal a secret, even from my family. Issei. I would really appreciate it, it would be problematic now. Asia. Mr. Song helped you, I will do the same, that's why I want to return this to you. Takes out the core. Issei. Shock, that's it. Asia. Last time you said dinner first, now I tell you. Issei, do you want to have dinner with me? Issei. Smiles, I thought you wouldn't ask me, come on. 20 minutes later, you could see two people eating ramen. Issei. The food is delicious. So, Issei. By the way, which nobility did you join? Asia. Ah well, to the Gremory. Issei. Spits out the juice. What? Asia. Yes, I am the servant of the Gremory daughter. Issei. God, that's a surprise. Asia. But thanks to her I am now enrolled in Kuo High School and I can have my school life like anyone else. Issei. With you it's one surprise after another, going to that specialized school must be great. Asia. It's a little hard to describe, but the environment is competitive. Issei. Hahaha, I imagine the Gremory. I'm glad that at least it's a good family. The high-class demons, the Gremory, are one of the most recognized demons in the underworld and the world. Furthermore, his family is very affectionate towards the servants he welcomes. They have a reputation for being powerful, their fame was given to them by Serzich's Lucifer, the demon king. He is considered higher or superior in power than the ancient Lucifer. I don't want to imagine how monstrous he will be. Asia. Issei-san, haven't you thought about going to high school? Issei. Ha, I went to high school. Looks at the sky, it's not that I haven't thought about it, if I did I studied at a normal school before I woke up. Asia. So you were already in high school. Issei. Yes, I was very intelligent, you could even say that I was very advanced. I skipped classes back then, I was so advanced that I couldn't even believe it. Asia. You react quickly in various situations, I'm not surprised that you excelled in school, but because you abandoned it, I heard that many hunters, when they wake up, leave school to fight, be rich and famous, but you are intelligent, you knew that was not your case. True, with your E-rank power you wouldn't stand out that much, maybe you wouldn't even. Issei. Yes, I knew it, but my mother Mickey contracted the eternal sleeping disease. Asia. Surprise, don't tell me what. Issei. Yes, I left school to take care of her and my sisters. The eternal sleeping disease began to appear alongside the hunters. It is a very rare disease, but at the same time very bad. The person who contracts it is destined to sleep forever until death. The symptoms are clear, the more the body will fall asleep for longer until it never wakes up. No patient to date has woken up. They use mana machines to keep them alive, that's why I work, to keep my mother alive. Until one day she can look her in the eyes again. Asia. I see that your life has not been easy. Issei. My life is not the only difficult one, I have my family, others have no one or are alone in this world, that's why I'm not one of those who thinks that I'm the only one who suffers when millions out there are suffering. Asia. That's a very good thought. Issei. Although the fact that you were reincarnated as a demon it's strange, since you were religious, I thought you would be reincarnated as an angel. Asia. Pulls his ear, don't make hasty statements. Issei. If I understand, let me go. The next day. Issei. Well, we have to go with you, Jin. Greg. You seem very calm. Issei. Dreg, I felt like I lost an emotion, maybe the system. Greg. Don't worry, now that we are companions I will help you. Besides all my carriers, you are the one who talks to me the most. Others went straight to the fight without asking or talking, it was boring. Issei. Well, I'm glad to hear it, my anger is gone. Greg. Taking away even a dragon's anger is like trying to breathe in space, it will not be possible, as long as I am in your body, the system will not be able to take away your emotions. Issei. Great. Greg. Although in a battle emotions can be advantageous and disadvantageous. Issei. I sincerely believe that if the system detects it as a disadvantage it will eliminate it, but I am glad that the system cannot interfere with you, friend. Together, we will give this system unexpected situations. Greg. I'm glad to hear it, I will continue waiting for the moment to fight together, partner. Issei. For now I need to practice and master your power in secret, a hunter with sacred gear will attract too much attention, especially me, I need to hide my cards more and become stronger. Hunter. S rank Huang Dan Su. I need to survive at any cost. With you, Jin. Issei. Jin, what is this? Looking at people. Jin. Well, you see how you said we would clean the portals alone, I brought them. How do you know those without a hunter's license are a problem? That's why I brought in hunters with a license, but they are all alcoholics, hurt and well. Issei. Are children allowed to come? Hunter. Who is a boy? I am a full-fledged hunter. Issei. You have experience. Hunter. No. Issei. E-rank, I assume. Sai. Jin. As you know, I will pay you 3 million, and you only have to stay outside since 10 people is the requirement for a raid. Issei. Millimeters, you know I have to ask, the truth is yes, why the hell are you wearing that? Jin. Ah, the armor, it was made by an Italian guild, it is a set of hardened armor. If we are going to go I have to prepare well. Issei. Pushes him. Jin. Falls. Issei. Just take off your armor while I ask you nicely. Sai. Jin. Crying yes. Issei. Come on, Hunter. Hey, I heard that Hunter is not the weakest in the world. Hunter 2, and if they die, who pays us? 2 hours later, Jin. Runs away. Hunter 2, hey, look, he ran away. Hunter 3, no wait, look at the portal. Hunter. It's impossible for them, they cleaned it. Issei. Leaves the portal off. Let's go for the next one. Hunter. That's great. Elsewhere. Rias. I'm glad there were no problems in your meeting. Asia. Yes, this you laugh because you are so nervous. Rias. How do you know? I thought about buying the rights to clear portals to help the team train, but the thing is that someone paid 200 million to clear it. Asia. Hey, that amount of money. Rias. If the original price was 100, he raised it greatly. Something seems strange. The White Tiger Guild was also determined to buy rights. They will surely investigate. Akeno. Akeno. Yes. Rias. Investigate those who participated in the raid and who bought the rights. Akeno. Understood. Elsewhere. White Tiger Guild. Worker. Boss and Sang Min. And Sang. Investigate the hunter. Isseihyoudou was involved in double dungeon incidents a long time ago. In addition to others, it is said that President Yu Myung-han is trying to found a guild and recruit skilled hunters. If that is true, there is no way Issei do not benefit. Everything connects. Skilled hunters, clearing a C-rank portal at an abysmal speed. Issei is a hunter with double awakening. Worker. Sir, what exactly are we going to? And Sang. Let's explore. Worker. Thinking that the same boss will go, this event is not normal. Elsewhere. Russia, Moscow. In the capital of Moscow, night fell and a boy was seen observing the city from a building. Hello. The truth is, I didn't expect a person like you here. Well, I only came because Azazel told me it would be interesting. He came to see me to see how the cooperation with Gregory and the Norse gods had achieved something incredible. And that's what makes it interesting to me. What weapon do I create this time? My awakening ability is Soul Seal. I can seal the soul of a dead person into an object. He is almost like God with the sacred gear. Yes, but it only works if the object is strong enough to resist the soul. I can't put the soul of a high-class demon in the same vessel as a low-class one. I assumed it, but it makes me doubt it works with the living. No, the soul seal on the living only allows me to see inside their soul. Its power is good to measure the level of the fighter. Even so, that skill requires many things, doesn't it? If the object and in addition to that the soul remains intact, you have a peculiar ability. I am honored with the words of Surzich's Lucifer. Surzich's. Leave the formalities. Then what did Azazel do? I create a sword that can withstand the soul of a dead dragon so I can fight. Surzich's. I expected it from you. Your personality is very lively. I know that now you will be able to give your all. Even so, I have doubts because you are in Russia. I will temporarily enter your school for the specialized school competition. They want to be ahead of the United States this year. Although there are a few months left, they are already taking action. Surzich's. I really feel that now with that sword you will attract attention. I don't know, worry, I'll be able to take care of myself. I want to know who I'll face this year. Looks at the city. Surzich's. Well, I hope to see that weapon in action. By the way, what is it called? They named it Incursio. Surzich's. Really interesting. Azazel knows how to get my attention. See you soon. Hitsumi. See you soon. Surzich's. I want to see how strong my opponents will be. Chapter 11. Hunting. Inside a dungeon, monsters were pulverized by Issei one by one. Yujin. Incredible, I didn't know I also had that ability. Stinging. Issei. Looks like I've leveled up and gotten some fun skills. Alarm. A sprint skill has been leveled up. A skill Vital Strike LV1 has been learned. A Dagger Advanced Arts LV1 skill has been learned. Status. Name. Issei. Level 39. Work. None. Fatigue 0. Idle. Wolf Hunter. HP 7229. MP 638. Strength 97. Vitality 59. Agility 97. Intelligence 51. Sense 81. Physical damage reduction on. The rune I got from the Hunter Gante gave me the stealth skill. Stealth 200 mana. Stealth 200 mana. Your appearance and traces of you will be hidden instantly. 10 mana will be consumed every second. I'm reluctant to use it, but it has better efficiency than my other skills. The problem is the continuous consumption of mana. Yujin. Issei. Be careful. Issei. Millimeters dodges the attack die vital blow. Advanced dagger arts. Dust daggers. Because he has used daggers for a long period of time, he can now use them more efficiently. Idle blow. 70 mana. Only with daggers. You have learned to attack efficiently. You can now deal critical damage when attacking vital areas. 3 holes in the chest were created by the blow and the monster being killed instantly. Issei. It looks good, but it seems that I will need to raise my intelligence, although I had not planned to do so, but mana becomes essential now. You level up. Alarm. The hunter has reached the required level. Issei. Hey, required level. Reg. Make this as new. Issei. It definitely is. I have an empty workbox. Yujin. Something's wrong. Issei, you're talking to yourself. Issei. No, nothing, he just planned maneuvers. You keep biting. Yujin. Okay, don't be careless with the monsters. Issei. That was close, I should stop talking out loud. Alarm. The job change party has arrived. You want to accept it. Issei. Millimeters. Reg. This is something to think about and carefully. Outside the portal. And Sang. What's going on here? All these hunters outside. Hunter. Hey, this is a restricted area. And Sang. Girl, this is an adult thing. Hunter. I'm a hunter. And sang. Hey, so where are the others? Hunter. Sighs in there and sang. Shocked I knew it while clearing the dungeon alone. Issei, you are something that only happens once in a long time. At that moment Issei came out of the portal. Issei. Millimeters, I have something to do tomorrow, leave the plans clean. Yujin. Tomorrow Issei. Issei. Yes, Yujin. Issei, if you reserve the portal and don't enter within 2 days it will be cancelled. Issei. Is there no other way? Yujin. We can reserve it. Issei. Then reserve it for now. And sang. Hunter isseihyoudou. Issei. Hey. And sang. Here is my card, nice to meet you, I am the head of the second management department of the White Tiger Guild, we can talk. 2 hours later. And sang. I'll get to the point, the White Tiger Guild wants to recruit you for double what Yujin Architectures offered you, no need to stop me, my offer can be better. Issei. That's true. And sang. If you do better compared to your assumed skill the payout can improve. Issei. It's certainly a great offer for an E-rank hunter, but how much is the White Tiger Guild building? And sang. Excuse me? What kind of question was that? We are not using all the floors but about 50 million. Issei. So you want to give me just that? And sang. What are you talking about? Issei. You said you would pay twice as much as Yujin, the thing is that he offered me 3 billion million. And sang. He. Screams 3 billion million. Issei. If you don't believe me, I can confirm the amount, but what you offer me, a single hunter, is more than White Tiger can afford. Do you understand that? And sang. Wait, if you give me time. Issei. Then we're done. Gets up and sang. Damn, I rushed, I should have confirmed the details of Yujin's offer. Issei. Alright. A small cut would appear on Insang's cheek. Issei. How did you get information from me? And sang. Trembling stealth. Issei. Don't turn around. And sang. I'm not surprised by the careless offer if it's someone with double awakening and who can use stealth. He will be someone scary. I didn't investigate on purpose. Someone from our guild investigated that someone was cleaning a C-rank dungeon extremely quickly, so we look for you. How do you know 3 major incidents have occurred on the portals? I have no evidence, but 3 times it is no longer a coincidence, so you are an awakened, you received skills from high-rank hunters and overcame all the accidents. Issei. How many people know? And sang. Me and my subordinate. Issei. Apparently the thing about the C-rank portal spreads quickly, I don't want to hear more about this, otherwise you and your subordinate will take responsibility. And sang. I have to report it to the guildmaster, but I don't want to die, I have to warn my subordinate too. Issei. Thanks to cleaning C-rank dungeons it seems that we have been a problem for the White Tiger Guild. And sang. Because they are monopolizing the portals we cannot train our recruits and we cannot send them to high-ranking portals, it would be like sending them to the slaughterhouse. Issei. Unfortunately we don't plan to stop, so how about we make a deal? And sang. Deal. Issei. We will leave 3 reserves of our rank C portals and we will sell them to you. And sang. You are very smart, since the portals do not appear almost in metropolitan areas, we can train them in another province, but it could cause conflict with other guilds and families. Issei. Then. And sang. I accept. What would be the price? Issei. 300 million. And sang. Hey, the maximum price you can get in a rank C dungeon counting magic crystals and mana is 200 million. If you don't sell at that price we will lose. 300 million is difficult, there are 200 million. Issei. Deal. Smiled and sang. Huh. Issei. By the way, this is a gift from me, open your mouth please. Gives him a healing potion. And sang. What is this? My wound on my cheek healed. Issei. Transfer the money to my account. And sang. Showing me your skills is a sign of trust. Issei. Millimeters, at least I hope you keep my secret. 1 hour later. Worker. Boss, what happened with the hunter isseihyoudou? And sang. Gaichul, we met a formidable person. Ha. With Issei. Issei could be seen talking on the phone. The money was sent to your account and everything went as you said. Elsewhere. Boss, the guild didn't reserve the C-rank portals today and everyone was at 10 million plus Issei and Yujin had no plans to go on a raid. Tomorrow we were scammed. And sang. He did this knowing that he would not be afraid that he will reveal his identity. Incoming call. Who is this? It is an unknown number. But this I will pretend that you did not investigate my ad. Issei. Boss, why is he so calm? And sang. The money the White Tiger Guild lost today is not much and maybe I got into trouble with the boss, but our original goal is to recruit isseihyoudou. Elsewhere. Rias. Millimeters, how's Asara and Ika's training going? Akeno. Both of them are doing their best, I'm afraid they're overexerting themselves. Rias. You told them. Akeno. Yes, but they want to thank you for what you did with their brother. Rias. They are members of my family after all, helping them is natural for me. Akeno. But they feel it like a debt. Rias. Speaking of which, what was your brother's name? Akeno. Issei. Isseihyoudou, I think. Rias. Shocked he. Akeno. Something's wrong, laughs. Rias. No, nothing. Akeno. I assume you didn't hear about him because you were busy with the problem of Rias. Akeno, please don't mention that topic. Akeno. Okay. Rias. What do you know about Issei? Akeno. You are finally interested in a man. Rias. It's not just curiosity at all. Akeno. Kiba went with him since he was involved in the dungeon massacre where Asia survived. Rias. Surprised he was one of the survivors. Akeno. That's right. He is a ranky hunter, he is considered the weakest hunter in the world, but he is a good person according to his records. Rias. Smiles. Yes it is. Akeno. Did you laugh? Rias. Oh sorry, he was rambling. Tell me what you found out about the C-rank portal buyers. Akeno. The information is being obtained very soon, we will know. Rias. Well now we have to handle a lot of things, I think there are busy days ahead. Akeno. Yes I think so too. Rias. You should go rest. Akeno. Sure. Rias. Yes I will solve some things here. Akeno. Okay leaves. Rias. Issei, so that hunter is weak, he didn't seem like it, he had the heart of a strong person. Smiles. I hope you keep your promise. Elsewhere. Paris, France. In the dark night you could see a dragon in the huge grass fields in the mountains. Tannen. So the French government asked for my help, it's strange. Honestly I didn't expect it, but as long as I can fight and have fun I'll be fine. Tannen. Seriously, the competition must be something like the Olympics to reach these extremes, but you know that there will be more new contestants besides you, many of them either participated last year and have improved or are like you, new and unexpected. That only makes it more fun. Tannen. I heard that you were a clone of a demon that died, created to fight, and a dragon raised you from him, you learned magic from him and became a dragon slayer. I only fight for my friends and comrades. Tannen. Good answer, get ready, you will receive tutoring from a dragon, and one who was one of the dragon kings, you are ready. Etherea's Natsu. Dragneel. Natsu. I always am. Tannen. Here I come. With Issei. Greg. Are you sure about this, buddy? Issei. Yes, job change, it will be interesting what kind of monsters will be there. Greg. Don't trust yourself. Issei. I never do that, that's why I will always look for a way to become stronger to survive and keep my family safe. Finally this game, it seems that it is going to really start. In the shadows you can see a dark red figure that appears to be a suit of armor. Chapter 12. This is just the beginning. The situation was the following. Issei had entered a new dungeon created by his system, and in it he found himself fighting with living armor. Issei. Vital blow, he is not strong, his movements are slow, and his attacks are easy to dodge, so the problem is his defense. My daggers do not penetrate your defenses. Greg. You must stay calm, he generates many openings, take advantage of them. Issei. I know I have no experience with armor, so my dagger is not enough, but goes towards his back. The bigger it is, the opening in his too destroys his neck. Smoke comes out of the armor. Greg. They are not made up of a living being, I don't even think they have a soul. Issei. I think the system is this Drake dungeon, it doesn't surprise me either, they are just machines to test me. Alarm, you have finished off a gentleman. Issei. Honestly, these types of monsters are weak in the face of strategic battles, even calling them monsters would be an exaggeration, more like doll-type monsters. Greg. Do you think something controls them? Issei. Good question, grabs a torch. Let's move on, something tells me things are going to get heavy. Alarm, you cannot leave the dungeon until you clear it. Purchases and potions are restricted in this area. When you level up you will no longer receive stats healing. Greg. The system has played a trick on us. Issei. I won't be able to leave until I complete it. If I had known that, and I invest more points in intelligence to use my skills more. Greg. It's not just that, how many days will it take? Issei. I don't know, but I can't heal automatically like before. Greg. It's really problematic. Issei. Aren't your skills some recovery skills? Greg. Hahaha, I was a dragon, you forget it, the recovery was greater, and part of the dragon race focused more on destructive power. Issei. In other words, you had more firepower so that the enemy couldn't get close to hurting you. Greg. Correct, but don't worry, with me you have extra support. Issei. I know, but I am not able to materialize the red armor that you say. Greg. Mate, the system affects your body and I am part of your body, I continue to adapt. Issei. What do you mean? Greg. When I adapt maybe you will know, for now continue. Issei. Yes, as you say starts walking, it seems like they've already arrived. A lot of armor is seen in front of Issei. Issei. It seems I have to continue destroying them. Charges a blow against the armor and destroys it. Greg. If your blow is that strong, I don't want to imagine what it will be like when you use the gauntlet. Issei. Sai, let's go. Elsewhere. Akeno. Laughs, I found the information. Rias. Good, and who is cleaning the portals? Akeno. I have to tell you something about that, in fact you have already heard of him. Rias. Hey. Acquaintance of ours. Akeno. You could rather say that he is a relative of one of our members. Rias. You don't mean. Akeno. Hyoudou Issei, A rank hunter, the other is a son of a millionaire architecture's Yujin. Rias. Shocked. Akeno. What's wrong with that face? Laughs. I told you he's a hunter the time you asked me about Ika and Asara's brother. Rias. Yes, I know it is ... It just doesn't make sense ... If the portals are C rank and E rank hunter, do you think he can do it? Akeno. Surprised now that you say it. It doesn't make much sense. However, in the raid, there are around 10 people, maybe those people are the ones who clean the portal. Rias. Still going to portal C makes no sense. Issei will be a false ranker. No, they are cold-blooded killers. It couldn't be that. Akeno stops investigating. Akeno. Hey. Something happens. Laughs. Rias. We won't get into this matter anymore, I don't think it concerns us. Akeno. Are you going to leave it like that without answering your questions? Don't you laugh. What's happening? Rias. Nothing, we should not get into the private life of a family member of our members, it could cause relationship problems between us. Asara and Ika would not like us to spy on their brother. Akeno. Okay. I'll leave it at that. Rias, you acted strange when you heard his name. We are best friends and I'm going to find out what's going on. Even if you forbid it. Rias. I'm sorry, Akeno, but it's better to leave it like this. I'm going to ask Issei personally what's going on. You can leave. Akeno. Leaves the club room now. Rias. Takes the familiar out of him. Fine. Now, Akeno. Rias. I must find him. With Issei. You have finished off a gentleman. You have finished off a gentleman. You have finished off a gentleman. Issei. Some leave decent items. Item. Leather bag. Type. Container. The bag to carry money. Item. Men's breastplate. Item class. D. Armor type. 7 damage reduction. Slows movement speed if your strength is below 80. Issei. The good thing is that even if I equip these objects they are not visible. If someone saw them I would become a laughing stock. Item leather bag has been opened. You have obtained 30,000 gold. Total gold 863. 400. Issei. He gave me gold. He. Greg. Be careful. Issei. Stabs him in the throat. Alarm. You have finished off a gentleman. Issei. Shock. There are monsters with stealth. Greg. Mate back. The lightning bolt is launched towards Issei. Issei. Dodges. A wizard is also using glow magic, it's a reinterpretation of the struggles I've had. Greg. Mate, the system is testing you. Issei. I think so, but I can't stop here. Starts destroying them. 10 minutes later. Fatigue 66. Issei. Sits. I must close my eyes and reduce my fatigue. At that moment an arrow points to Issei's face. Issei. Stops her. Damn, no chance to rest. 2 hours later. Item. Leather bag has been opened. 20,000 gold. You have obtained a bottle with warm water. Issei. I have leveled up and collected some items. Greg. All this magic and armor reminds me of medieval times. Issei. I think so too. If I'm right, this whole dungeon looks like a castle. Greg. We have the boss's door in front of our eyes, are you ready? Issei. I can't retreat or if advances to the room, the boss room. The chill that makes your spirit tremble. In the eyes, in the ears, in the tips of the fingers. I remember this feeling. It's the same as in the double dungeon. This chilling feeling. Issei. It seems that strong energy comes from this guy. Red Commander Grey Blood. Issei. The name is in dark red. Drake. This guy is definitely different from others. Greg. Be careful. Issei. That knight protects an empty throne. Greg. Mate, there is coming. Igris. Lunges to cut him. Issei. Crouches. The pillars behind Issei are cut easily. Issei. I cut them like tofu. This bastard is insanely strong. Issei. Attacks him with his dagger. It doesn't pierce his armor. Igris. Raises his sword. Issei. Dodges. I can't blink. Igris. Attacks head on. Issei. Shakes his head. He almost got sliced. Igris. Looks at him. Issei. The armor speed reduction only applies with strength below 80. This guy is superior. Not only strength, agility and his armor can block my dagger means his defense is high. He is stronger than I thought. Dreg. Mate, what do you think? Issei. Dreg. If I can't pierce his armor I won't be able to deal damage. Put away his dagger. Dreg. Hand in hand. Are you sure about this? Issei. It could be worse. Dreg. You will use the sacred gear. Issei. You keep adapting, that means there could be problems if I use it now. Dreg. That's right, however the chances would increase. Issei. I'm sorry, I don't want to cause you any inconvenience in the future, you keep adapting, I'll deal with this guy. Dreg. Don't die. Issei. As if I was going to do it, plus I already died once. You forget it. Igris. Takes off his cape and weapons. Issei. Chivalry, you're not taking me seriously, right? Igris. Pounces. Issei. He. Igris. Hits him and throws him against the wall. Issei. Blocks it. Igris. Hits him through the wall. Issei. Takes distance. He is insanely strong even without weapons. Hell, I know I said I'm not going to die, but how can I still beat a monster like this? Igris. Pounces. Issei. Even if I lose in strength, I surpass you in speed. Alarm. The sprint skill has been activated. You could see fist-to-fist clash between Igris and Issei, none of them giving up in their attacks. Shock, shock, bang, alarm. The perseverance skill has been activated. Issei. If my defense increases due to my passive ability I still have a chance. Jumps to kick. Igris. Grabs it. Issei. Shocked. Igris. Sends him to fly straight into the wall. Issei. Falls to the throne. Ha. Igris. Approaches and brings his sword, points to his neck. Issei. I. Igris. Lowers his sword. Issei. I'm not going to lose. Stabs him in the eye. Igris. Squirms. Issei. Pushes him against the concrete floor, breaking it. Igris. Removes the dagger from his eye. Issei. That item is mine and don't think you'll use it against me. I can return it to the inventory. Saves Risaka. Igris. Looks at him. Issei. Takes out Risaka again. I'm not going to stop. Vital blow. He would stab him down the neck, delivering a sequence of 6 vital blows. Igris. Falls to the ground. Issei. Exhales sharply. Alarm. Blood Red Commander Igris has been defeated. You level up. You level up. Issei. I won. Brag. For a moment I thought I would have to find another carrier. Issei. Don't think so. Strength, strategy, experience, he surpassed everything. He won by luck and nothing more. Greg. Luck is also part of a battle. Issei. Now let's see the rewards. You have obtained Red Knight Helmet, Dominant Touch, Leather Bag, Hearthstone. Issei. 4 items. This guy was on another level. Open Leather Bag. You have received 1,500,000 gold. Issei. My gold doubled. My stats is at another level with these equipment, plus a rune of another skill, not to mention that a hearthstone was dropped, but this is the boss room. There is no room for doubt, unless the quest is not over. At that moment portals begin to appear. Issei. This is it. I knew it is not over. The job change mission has arrived. The more points the work has, the more points they will give you, which will still take you high level work. Good luck. At that moment gentlemen begin to leave the portal. Issei. I can't fight them in my current state. Activate stealth. Stealth has been activated. Greg. What are you going to do? Issei. Hide as long as possible. Still my horsepower and MP are not low. Attention, the mage is using the detection skill. An eye would appear in front and find Issei. Issei. He found me. Grabs 2 soldiers and destroys them. The soldiers would begin to rush towards Issei. Issei. Damn, I should use Hearthstone. I don't know what I will gain by completing the job, but with my current level it is very difficult and I can't use Drake. Damn. The weather, there is no way I would pass up a chance like this. He would rush to fight against the armor. Brag. Mate. Issei. I was the weakest hunter. I longed for a higher place. I want to be strong. And who is the one who strays from the safe path and dances in the palm of death? Isn't it true, Issei? Issei. You are me. Issei too. Well, you have changed muscles and everything. I didn't imagine being like this, but you are still weak, only your appearance has changed. You are like me, and once again you have gotten into a life and death situation. Issei. Issei too. The strong are those who abandon all feelings. Issei. Shut up. Issei was being crushed to the ground by the armor. Issei too, you have a hard road ahead. You know it continues. Even if you survive by killing people, sacrificing friends and family, you will be the one to blame for your own downfall. Issei. I won't sacrifice anyone to survive. I'm not such a coward. Issei too, you think so? The knight was about to make the final attack. Issei. Ha, it's the same as back then, but what happened after that? Attention, failure in the daily quest. A punishment will be associated with the quest. Issei. It's the end of the daily mission. Issei too, they say that luck is also a skill. Letting you die here will be a waste. See you soon. At the exact moment that the knight was about to deliver the final blow, Issei is transported to the punishment zone. Attention, you have entered the punishment zone. Issei. Now that I think about it, I didn't do the daily quest today. Dreg. Well, that saved your life. Issei. Dreg, tell me, do you think you can adapt by the time the punishment is over? Dreg. It won't take days, and after that it will take practicing our skills. Issei. I don't think I have days. Dreg. Well, take advantage of what you have now. Issei. You're right. Gets up to think that I would get out of that situation alive. The quest, it was so difficult that he had to wish me luck. Store. A blue screen would appear showing potions. Issei. I think this is the first time that my fatigue exceeds 70. I still have a lot of gold. I think I should buy the most expensive potion. Their fatigue has been restored. Issei. Now these monsters will be able to make me level up. Jumps towards the monsters. Alarm. Punishment mission. Survive until time runs out. 4H, 9 meters 0 sec. Issei. Fear is not going to kill me, it will only make me stronger. Elsewhere. Aika. Finally home. Isara. Don't even mention it. I'm super tired. Oni-chan, we're finally here. We can talk to you. Aika. Isara, look, she left us a note. She went out to attend to some matters. Isara. What matters? Our brother won't have a girlfriend, or will he? At that moment the ground begins to freeze. Isara. It's a joke, Aika, he couldn't do that. Aika. Don't joke about that. Isara. You are right. Besides, he must come to the teachers' meeting since we put him as legal guardian. Aika. We told him that we studied in Kuo, but that means that sooner or later we have to tell him about Rias. Isara. Well, if he will have to know sooner or later, we will give him a subtle lie. Aika. Define subtle. Isara. Only the least important thing. Ika. I don't want to know what it means to you, the less important it is my brother has a hard time with you. With Issei, the life strike skill has been leveled up. You level up, you level up, you level up, you level up, Issei. As expected from the punishment zone, they allow me to buy potions before it ends. I will have to buy some 3 minutes before the end of the punishment quest. Issei. I still have 3 minutes left. I have to think that making Risaka's fang can't break through the defense of those knights. Store. A screen would appear showing various weapons. Issei. I need a weapon to pierce that heavy armor. Here it is. Kills knights 2,800,000 is a bit expensive, but with this things will be different. Item. Kill knights. Item class. D. Type. Dagger. 75 plus attack. Passive Knight Killer. If the weapon is used against armor, your attacks will do 25% more damage. Issei. I can't throw this weapon. Have you bought bandages? Reg. Ready mate. Issei. Takes out the rune. Almost ready. I got stealth from the previous rune. When killing Gante means it's done. Breaks it. Reg. Now how do you feel? Issei. Excellent. Dominant touch skill has been learned. Does not require mana. You can control objects without touching them. Reg. That ability without mana is very useful. Issei. It's my last chance. Hey Drake, how do you think the target will be? Reg. The bearers have changed over time and their personalities are different. I can't tell you, but I think he is someone you could put in your league. Issei. You haven't told me about him. I want to see what the target of this generation is like. The punishment mission has ended. The knights would rush before Issei. Issei. Slices them into pieces. Reg. Here we go. Issei. Starts killing the knights. Now that I think about it, only the knights are attacking me. The magicians aren't. They might be using some kind of magic. No debuff has appeared or something. So what are they doing standing there? Only knights attack. God summoning magic. So you are responsible. Would throw the dagger at the wizard and kill the wizard. You have killed a wizard. The dagger throw skill has been learned. Issei. I need to find the remaining magicians. You used stealth. Attention, the wizards are using the detection skill. Issei. I knew you would find me and I would find you. 5 wizards. There are only 5 wizards left. Dominant touch skill has still been used. Issei. Kills another wizard. You have killed a wizard. Issei. There are only 4 left. I would start killing the knights. Ha. Issei. Exhales heavily. No matter what happens, I can't lose. One of the knights would stab him. Issei. Break the sword. Dominant touch skill has been activated. Issei. Strangles the wizard. 3 left. At that moment the 3 wizards begin to create a giant golem. Issei. A golem. The golem formed of armor would begin to jump on Issei to crush him. Issei. Dodges it. I'm not going to let them win over the golem's head. This is my chance. Boosts. Hey, come on. You've killed a wizard. You've killed a wizard. You've killed a wizard. Issei. It's finally over, right? Or maybe something else will appear. All monsters in the room have been eliminated. The quest will end now. You will be able to obtain a class based on the points you have collected. A job will be awarded once the system finishes analyzing the player's actions. Greg. I finally finish now to see what this system assigns you. Issei. Apparently I won't be able to choose anyway. I put my stats in strength and agility. It will surely be a warrior or an assassin. There is a chance of a tank due to my great vitality. Where the player goes, death will follow. Issei. What is this thing saying? The player's path is full of bodies and the smell of blood. The player has strength. He has no equipment and overcomes everything with his own strength. Issei. By the system text, I will be a warrior. Your desire for strength burns strong enough to call to those who walk through the valley of death. The army of the dead will follow your orders and create a path where your orders are the law and you will never need help again. Issei. This can't be right. This is my job. Your job is necromancer. Issei. I haven't touched the intelligence stats. Then why? Greg. Maybe I know the system not only uses you, it guides you somewhere. Issei. You mean that? Greg. Whoever created it wants you to follow the path he gives you. Issei. What should I do? Dreg. I still don't know the system's intentions. Greg. You haven't seen him use the system like it uses you. Issei. For now I will accept the path that is given to me for free. Necromancer class. I don't know if there are hunters with that power, but in the games they rule an army of the dead and the dead follow them. I can choose if he rejected it, what will happen. Reject. It's a hidden class. You keep rejecting it. Greg. Did I say it or not? The system wants to give you a path. Issei. Even so, hidden class is not common. A hunter who can give shields despite not being a healer. One who gives buff. Even the master of the White Tiger Guild who is an S-rank hunter. There is a rumor that he can become a monster. Those hunters are employed by guilds and important families. They have a lot of power. This game I'm in, your strength depends on the level and stats. Now I will also have a job, and it's necromancer, so the summon can become stronger. This is no longer just leveling. Your job has been chosen based on the points you have obtained, based on a chance to be promoted to a higher class. You have exceeded the expected playing time. Points have been added. You didn't use Hearthstone. Points have been added. Your final life was over 50%. Points have been added. Killed all enemies. Points have been added. You have exceeded the expected playing time. You have been promoted from Necromancer to Shadow Lord. Issei. Lord of Shadows. You have learned a unique job skill. You have obtained stat bonus. You have earned the title of the only one who overcomes adversity. Issei. An instant promotion. Reg. It must have been because I accumulated the time in which we were in the punishment quest. Issei. If I hadn't gone through all this, I would possibly still be a first level necromancer. Drag, do you hear me? Drag. Yes, it's a scream. Shadow extraction has been used in this objective. Please place an order for the extraction of shadows. Issei. A necromancer has an army command an order. Drag. If you are a general and they are your dead, then the order must be something that identifies them. Issei. Something that identifies them. Arise. At that moment from the remains the army of shadows rises. Issei. Shock. Drag, this is incredible. Drag. I agree, I didn't expect something like that. Issei. Not only warriors, magicians. You have reached the shadow extraction limit. Issei. What would happen if I got the shadows of hunters or demons or looks at Igris? Shadow extraction can be used on this lens. If you want to use extraction again you must send the soldiers to the world of nowhere so that the extraction will be cancelled. Issei. It feels bad to eliminate them, but I have to do it. Cancel shadow extraction. 12 infantry units. Soldiers who have been sent to the world out of nowhere cannot be recalled. Greg. This Igris guy is strong, he was the one who gave you the most problems. Issei. And I want him as my servant. Red Commander. Igris. Blood arises. You have failed in the shadow extraction, you have 2 more chances to try. Issei. The extraction rate is low, and it's obvious that 4 hours have already passed, and it's a boss monster, so it's obvious that it won't be easy. Comes up. You have failed in the extraction, you have 1 more chance. Issei. Looks at the throne. It's worth trying. Stop protecting that empty throne, and try to protect me from anyone who is in front of you. Surge. At that moment an explosion would occur. Issei. I knew it worked. You have improved the shadow. The shadow level will be 7. Shadows as tall as the night can be named. Issei. You are now Igris my knight. Everyone starts to kneel. Issei. All of you please take care of me. Arc 1. The strongest weak. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown in left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.